This is the Meeting Bloom project management system. We're going to discuss how to add a task to your group or organization and how to manage your own projects. We'll start with adding a task for my group. What this does is you can add a task and as many tasks as you need for your organization to work on. You can have 3, 4, 5 of your members in the system, and they'll have this list of whatever you're creating here as an open task, and then they can assign it to themselves to start working on it. That way you can create as many tasks as you need done for your organization, and the proper people will grab it and work on it when they need to. We'll create one right now. And if you need to CC anyone, you can just add the email right here to CC them on this task. If you need to add images or other files to this, like Word docs or Excel sheets, you can add your attachments here, and you can add as many as you need to. And it'll always be related to this ticket or task. I'll submit the task, and now we have a task for the organization. I'm going to create one more just so you can see that task to my organization. And there's task 2. So because these are open, they're going to just kind of flash green once in a while. And if you're in, or one of your people are in, logged into the system, while there is an open task in your company level, you'll get this task manager tab that'll kind of flash to let anybody in your organization know that there are open tickets or tasks available for your organizers or your organization. So we'll grab one of these and you can do the assign to me or to yourself, or you can move to the projects list. If it's a quick task, it's very small, you'll assign it to yourself and then just close out the ticket. If it's a project, you'll click move to my projects. I'll show you. So this one is assigned to me. I said assign myself, and now it's assigned to me, and I can just do a quick close on this ticket. Type in whatever I need here to the message. This was an easy task, or whatever message you need the person that submitted this task to receive. If it's a quick one, you don't even need to send an email. You can say don't send an email, just close the task. But we'll send an email on this one. And and if you have hours to track related to this project or task, you can put your hours right here, and let's say we put 12 hours one day, and another day I spent 2 hours on this, and another day I spent a half hour on it. So this gives you a nice log of how much time is being spent on this task. It doesn't really log it to a person, it just logs the time to this task. If there's logs related to how the status of this task is, they're here, but you don't need to see that. If you need to ask a question to the submitter that submitted the task, or ask the worker. So if it's my task, if I submitted the task and I need to ask the worker who's working on it a question, I can come in here and say, I need to ask you a question. Write what I need to, and then hit send message, and it'll send an email to the person working on this task. Ask submitter a question. So this is if I'm the worker working on this task, I can write whatever I need here. Hey, I don't understand what your task is, and I can submit, and it'll send a message to the person who created this task. Let's close this task and close. Now that one is closed. Um, that's a quick task, so they will appear down here as a closed tasks. So here it is as a closed task. If I work on this task, and I'm going to say this is a bigger task, so I'm going to assign it to my projects. Move to my projects, and I'm going to move this one to my projects too. Now I'm going to show you, once I move this to my projects, it's going to assign it to me, and this little flashing thing will quit flashing for anybody logged in. So I'm going to say move to me, my projects list. Now that there are no tasks here for our organization to do, this will quit blinking, and it'll quit blinking for, like I said, everybody in your organization. That way they know, okay, there's nothing else to do right now. So let's talk about your projects. Let's create one real quick just to show you how simple it is to create yourself a project. My project and project details, and again you can copy and paste or whatever you need in this zone. Add files, submit. Now you got a project in your project queue. Let's talk about the project flow here. Any of these projects you have that you're creating for yourself, you can put them in any stage you need. If I'm just going to say, oh, I've already done that, I forgot about it, and just go, project complete stage. This 2 months just means that they're going to appear in this little box for the next 2 months. It gives you a nice visual of all the projects you've been working on and they're completed. They don't go away after 2 months. So you can still search for your past tasks up here. Let's take this project and go to the planning stage. So if I still need to discuss or have a meeting or a phone call about a task I'm working on, I can just throw it here. That way I can visually see, oh, I'm still communicating on this task. Anything in here is projects I plan on working on soon, or their ideas even. Like if you have an idea for your organization, you can just jot it down and throw it in a project and throw it in your queue to discuss about it. It's kind of like instead of having a bunch of notes on your desk, you can organize things in here. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to work on it. So this task I'm now working on, and of course this is for work in progress. Anything I'm currently working on, it'll appear in here. And assign for approval. Now these stages, you don't even have to do them. Like I said, you can put these tasks anywhere you want, and it's for your visual, to visually see where you're working on each item. You can have 20 items in progress, a bunch of closed items, some items assigned for approval. You can see, oh, there's one ready for approval. And again, you don't even need to use this section if you don't want to. But we'll just show you what the assigning tool does. So I can throw it over here. Needs approval. So now I'm going to assign this task to someone to approve. I can assign it to Joseph Miller to approve. Now, waiting for approval by Joseph Miller. So it's just going to wait there. And I'm going to log in real quick as Joseph Miller. Okay, I'm logged in as Joseph Miller, and I'm going to see when I'm logged in, I'm going to see needs approval by me. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to read what the task is about. If there was any questions, they would show up here. Questions asked or answered, they would show up here. I'm going to say, okay, this is great. I'm going to approve. If I decline, it's going to throw it back to the task worker or the project worker. But I'm going to approve. So we're approved. It drops out of my approve assign area. And if I come back here, now it shows this task is approved. And I can just throw it over here. So it's all set. If it was denied, it would throw it back here and it would kind of flash it with a red font. That way you would know that, oh, this was a task I wanted to be approved, but it was thrown back to me. And again, you don't have to use the approval section here. You can just say, I worked on this task and this task is complete. You can also add more comments to these tickets if you need to. New comment or update the task here. And you can add more files if you need to, so you can do anything you need to make these more information on here. And close this. Oh, one more thing. This is something nice so you can visually see what's going on in your organization. So I can see there's no tasks that we need to do right now. I don't have any requests out right now, but what's going on in my organization? I can see my projects, but I don't know what's going on anywhere else. So I can say projects in my section, and this will pop up everybody that's working in my section, and it'll say who it's assigned to. It'll show all their projects along with my projects. So Joseph Miller is working on this, and if you click it, it'll open up what their the task they're working on is. You can't edit anybody else's tasks, so that's their project, but you can quickly see what's everybody doing currently at the company. It's not it's not like you're spying on them. You're just seeing what as a whole we're trying to accomplish. Back to my projects, and I think that's pretty much it. I can show you the search tasks real quick. It's very simple. You just type in the search criteria if you have closed dates or assigned dates, only projects, only billable. It's pretty self-explanatory. And work in progress, close a task. These are just drop downs for more filtering capabilities. Task in my section. I want to see the closed tasks. So there's all the closed tasks. So it's just a more filtering. And that's it. If you have any questions, get a hold of us at meetingbloom.com.